I will move House File 403. It says 409, but let's correct that, it's 403. Okay, I believe, let's get this bill in the shape the author like. I believe Chair Gomez is going to move the H0403 DE1 amendment, is that correct?
Oh.
Here's amendment.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yeah. He can. Can you tell us about your amendment?
Sure, I will, yes, thank you. So this, the underlying bill, House File 403, I mean, I'll let Representative Myers explain his bill. But as we've discussed in this committee, it's not just those who live in homesteads or those who own their own homes who pay property taxes. There's an assumption built into the property tax refund for renters that about 17% of those who pay rent, like of rent, goes toward paying the property taxes for the landlord. So the 403 DE1 just allows the benefit that is in the underlying bill to be extended to renters. Mr. Chair, and I'll just speak, I mean, I can just go ahead. I'm gonna withdraw it. We don't have to take a vote on it. I just really feel strongly that we have to, so obviously, we have a lot of senior citizens in all of our communities who are struggling to make ends meet. And a lot of those struggling seniors live in rental housing. And a lot of our lowest income seniors overall end up living in rental housing. And so, I just think that when we are extending benefits to seniors associated with property taxes, that we have to keep this in mind and that we can design programs that are supposed to help low-income seniors with their housing costs that completely cuts out this entire sector of seniors in our communities. And so, we don't have to take a vote on it. I'll withdraw it, but I guess I just would ask, this bill's being laid over, and that as we are looking at, costs for seniors, especially associated with housing, that we, not to keep bringing up the legends of Blaine, Representative Norris, but, we have to think about all of those seniors who live in low-income rental housing that's specifically focused on seniors and ensure that we're keeping in mind their costs also. So thank you, Mr. Chair. I withdraw the amendment.
Chair Gomez withdraws the DE1 amendment. I think the Legends of Blaine is probably the most famous housing complex in the world.
Well, we're going to make it so,
I think
Mr.
we
Chair.
should.
That's our intent here at Tax Committee.
I
Pass
think
a
we
budget,
should.
make Legends of Blaine more legendary than it already is.
I'm in.
All right, let's
I'm
do
in.
it.
Okay, so amendment withdrawn by Chair Gomez. We now have House File 403 before us. Representative Myers, if you please explain your bill. I'm sorry, first of all, is there anyone wish to testify for the bill or with concerns? The department wants to weigh in? No? How do we gotta get the department in one of these here, just for fun. Okay. Tomorrow we'll get you in. Okay, Representative Myers, to your bill.
Thank you, Chair Davids, and thank you, Chair Gomez and members, for having me here today. House File 403 is a discussion here to talk about that much-needed property tax relief that we hear every day from our seniors. We want to keep them in their homes. We want to keep them in our communities. Many retirees are on fixed incomes. They're seeing rising taxes, rising property taxes that are putting a financial strain on them. And some of these seniors we see have to sell their homes or cut back on essential expenses that they need. So under this bill, the homeowner would make an initial application to the county to receive the credit. After that, anytime their tax increase would be more than 8% from one year to the next, the credit would be automatically kicked in and reduce their taxes to no more than 8% of the prior year. I think this is a reasonable opportunity. I know we have a budget forecast coming out. I was really trying to keep something that I thought was actionable. For me, it's not trying to pass you know, a really big bill, but maybe we heard previously. But, you know, something that is,
Well, Representative Myers, I was always told, go big or go home. And to defend Representative Weiner, he went big and he's still here, so.
yeah, you know, and Chair
Represent-
Davids, I appreciate that. As the youngest of 5, my mom never let me do that, so I always kind of had to, I always had to stay in line, so.
Representative Myers.
Thank you, Chair. You know, I appreciate this opportunity. You know, we want to continue to have these conversations, and I think, you know, there's a fiscal note in here. You know, it's something I think, and Chair Gomez said before, you know, it's something that we hear back in our districts, and it's something that we're trying to address, and this is just one way to do that, so I'd ask members to support it.
Thank you, Representative Myers. Any questions for the author? Representative Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I guess I'm reading this, and I know the author talked about, you know, helping the seniors who are on fixed income, but want to just check, there's no income limit to this program, right?
Representative Myers.
Thank you, Representative. No, there is not, and I did that as, I guess, my bigger go-home piece. I wanted to start with the largest group of people so we could see what the fiscal impact is, because I think this is something that is scalable.
Representative Lee.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, I mean, I just offer, we already have a similar program like this. I know that when I door knock and I talk to seniors in my community, I tell them that there is already a senior deferral program, and it's actually underutilized. And so, you know, if this bill is really big and something that, you know, we can't budget for, maybe we can just make sure the folks know that there is a program already that they could possibly qualify for. So, thanks.
Representative Myers. Any other questions? I will move House File 403 be laid over for possible inclusion in the omnibus tax bill. Thank you, and thank you for what you brought. Appreciate it.